Hey, what are you doing? Go make the video. But I don't wanna. But I paid you to make this video. But I still don't wanna. Look, I am paying you in Good Republic credits to produce a video on crunch culture. If you cannot do that, I will have to find someone else who will. Fine, see if I care.
1 minute, 37 seconds later.
Why not? I'll do it anyway. Hey everyone, it's the Koopa Man here. Remember when having to do the job you get paid for was an obligation and not a little hate crime? Yeah, me neither. But today we're going to talk about crunch culture, or how the millennial press and online culture react to such a thing, and at the end of the day it isn't as big a deal as it seems. Sure, there are some outliers of there being an actual problem, but they are in the vast minority of what we see getting covered nowadays. Well, first things first. As many of you are probably wondering, what exactly is crunch culture? Well, the answer is simple. In white-collar industries, particularly those in entertainment or production, a crunch is when you're getting close to a deadline and production needs to be picked up in order to meet a quota before the deadline. And that's it. That's literally it. It isn't workers being locked up in chains or a man coming out with a whip to beat them to work faster. It's simply a natural part of working with deadlines and quotas. Now, I'm not saying this is ideal. The way games are nowadays, with far more advanced graphics, mechanics, stories, and whatnot, it's clear that sometimes the dev team bit off more than they can chew and need to extend deadlines. As Shigeru Miyamoto has said, a delayed game is eventually good, a rushed game is forever bad. However, it seems nowadays every game that has to go into crunch, there are these complaints about crunch culture, mostly from Western industries, mind you, which are staffed almost exclusively by... And you can see why I think it's overblown. What people, particularly Western-based game devs, seem to forget is games are a business, just like finance, production, and manufacturing, so on and so forth. While it is true that delaying a game will usually produce a better product in the end, and it does make things easier for the workers, the company already made promises to its consumers and to its investors. At the end of the day, if they lose too many of those from delaying a game too many times, or even after the delays cannot produce a worthwhile product, it'll negatively affect the bottom line. Not that those complainers care, they get paid either way. At least until a company goes under as a result of their laziness. I'm sorry for coming off heavy-handed and clearly biased, but there's no other word for it. Laziness. You only ever hear of crunch culture when it comes to video games because those working in the games industry and games journalism have ulterior motives in mind. Unionization. Which, if you've seen its effects on the entertainment industry in Hollywood, with another Screen Actors Guild strike either on the horizon or in effect depending on when this video comes out, is not going to produce more quality products in a timely fashion for the consumer. Normal white-collar jobs that don't have unions don't get this complaint either, as those who do work in those industries seem to understand what they signed up for. All those who work crunch are given benefits in their contract and overtime pay to compensate. It's part and parcel of being career-oriented. Surprising then when the main complainers are left-leaning feminist women who claim they want to be career-oriented, and then whine when they have to put in the work. At the end of the day, try to understand that while crunch can get too extreme, look no further than what Konami did to Hideo Kojima. A lot of the time it nearly isn't that much. Really, leave your bleeding hearts out of it. These are adults who made their own decisions, completely informed, and have every right to do so if they do not like their jobs to go and find a new one. Stop babying them. The universities did that enough. Well, that's all for today. Or so I originally thought. Editing into my script post-conclusion, it turns out the employees of Electronic Arts voted to form an internal union. See, I told you guys that this was the end goal. Watch, within minutes after it's formed, already malign productions EA has been working on are delayed, some of them probably becoming outright vaporware in development hell, and their stock price plummets from the lack of consistency in releases. If anything, this is the final nail in the coffin for EA as a company, who have already been in decline for betraying its consumers. I hate to say I told you so, but... Wait, no, I actually love saying I told you so. Anyway, this has been the Koopa Man. Game on. I am probably not going to make many friends after that. Maybe I should stick to talking about something more appealing and hope people forget. Oh, I know. Pokemon. That usually gets people excited. Oh, son of a...